Two bags. Birthday. Mhm. Mhm. Chat, it's nearing my birthday. There go some snarls while we're waiting. Mhm. Mm. What was I gonna search? Switching. Snow.
I wanted to really quickly tell you about one of our sponsors who, without them, the show would use my code SCARY. And now, back to the show.
Hey, I'm Sapphire.
Want to hear something scary? Switched bags. The following is based on a submission from Venus. I was in college and on my way home from a short solo weekend trip. I lived in a dorm on campus, but with the number of times my mom would call or text me, it felt like I never moved out at all. The entire trip, she constantly texted me for updates to make sure I was okay. She'd also send me news articles about the bad things that have happened to women while traveling alone. Sometimes I just flat out ignored her. I didn't like feeling suffocated. While I was packing, I realized I didn't have enough room in my suitcase to fit all the souvenirs and presents I bought. So before heading to the bus station, I purchased a new burgundy suitcase to fill with the excess items. After I arrived at my destination and gathered my bags, I went outside to call a taxi, ignoring a call from my mom as I did so. It was a weekend evening and super crowded. I kept bumping into other people also waiting for their car. There were a couple times when I was almost completely shoved to the ground. It was super annoying. I finally got a car and headed home. As I dragged my bags up the stairs, I felt weak. I didn't remember the bags being that heavy, but I figured I was probably just exhausted from traveling. I went to open my new suitcase so I could sort out the gifts, but there was a lock I didn't recognize. I sighed in frustration. Of course I grabbed the wrong bag, probably when I was in that crowd.
Okay.
I remember feeling extra annoyed knowing that I hadn't put a lock on my bag. I was never seeing those gifts again. I kept looking all over for any sign of identification when I felt the bag move. I stepped back. Pretty sure I just imagined that. I nudged the bag with my foot, and the suitcase moved again. Then I heard what sounded like a muffled voice crying in pain. It sounded human. I grabbed my hammer and started hacking at the lock, desperately trying to break it open. After a couple of tries, I was successful. I unzipped the bag. Inside was a young girl, her limbs bound and her mouth covered. She was scrawny and pale. I untied her and gave her water and asked her how she got in there, but she was much too weak to speak. I pulled out my phone to call the police, but before I could, I was receiving a call. I almost swiped to ignore it, thinking it was my mom, but it was an unknown number. I had put my information on the luggage tag of my suitcase, so I figured that whoever was calling might have been whoever put this girl in the bag. Hello? I believe you have my bag, Venus. Shit, he knows my name. Yeah, I must have grabbed the wrong one. Let's meet at the playground on Mason Street and switch. I started panicking. What the hell was I supposed to do? I decided to call my uncle, who was a police officer. After I explained the situation to him, he came up with a plan. We were first going to take the girl to the nearest hospital, and then he was going to escort me to the meeting spot. Before we left, I stuffed the suitcase with stones to make it look heavy. Then, I slipped a stone in my pocket, just in case. We got to the playground a little earlier than the agreed upon meeting time. My uncle hid in some bushes, never taking his sight off of me. A black car pulled up. Out stepped a very tall, ugly man, wearing a lot of layers. He stopped a few feet in front of me, and rolled my bag towards me. Then he gestured for me to do the same. Of course, it didn't roll that far because of the weight. So the man took a couple steps towards me. I went to collect my bag, and when I was near him, he grabbed my wrist. The lock, it's missing. My heart was racing. He knew. He knew that I knew what was in his suitcase. What was he gonna do with me? My adrenaline was coursing through me. He gripped my wrist tighter and pulled me closer. You look young. How old did you say you were?
Oh, shit.
I quickly pulled out the stone from my pocket and threw it at the man's head. He let go of me and screamed in pain. I grabbed my bag and ran towards the other end of the playground. Behind me, I could hear my uncle emerge from the bush and order the man to put his hands up. And then I blacked out. I woke up in the hospital. My uncle was there and told me that the man had been arrested. He had been part of a huge trafficking ring that smuggled children through low-security bus stations. I asked if the girl was going to be okay. Although she was making a swift physical recovery, it would take a much longer time for her to heal from the trauma.
Yes.
That girl was so young. I thought about the obsessive texts and calls from my mom and no longer thought she was crazy. I'm lucky. That girl could have been me. Human trafficking is a real and horrifying global problem. You can visit polarisproject.org to learn how to spot a victim and other ways you can take action.
So, living in Los Angeles, it's really useful to know Spanish.
Oh, chat. Well, that's your actual better
Sounds
one.
like Ojo time. Feel the fun with all the latest slot and live casino games and no wagering.
Hey Oddings, it's your Ate Sapphire. Before we get into today's episode, I wanted to really quickly tell you about one of our...
Today's episode is a modern retelling. Stood up. Today's episode is a modern retelling of a popular urban legend. Tanya sat alone at the bar, nervously scrolling through her phone. Whenever someone walked in, she'd glance at the door and then back down at her phone. She had been sitting there for at least 15 minutes, so the bartender decided to talk to her. Waiting for someone? He said. His name tag read, Elliot. Yeah. Tanya was preoccupied with her phone. Elliot pressed on. I hate when people are late. So disrespectful. Tanya looked up.
Facts,
I know,
Tony.
right? He's probably standing me up. I don't know. Is that common on these things?
It's Tony, y'all. Telling y'all right now. Tony is the culprit.
She gestured toward the dating app on her screen. Oh, you're on Love Tap? You haven't heard the bad things people are saying about it? Elliot continued. No. What are people saying? They ended up conversing over the next half hour. Elliot made her a couple of drinks, and she almost completely forgot about her date. It had been 45 minutes before Tanya realized that he never showed up. She decided to call it a night and asked for her bill, but Elliot said he'd taken care of it. It's the least I could do. I promise, we're not all bad. Tanya thanked him and walked out of the bar. But before she got to her car, she felt a hand on her shoulder. She turned around. It was Elliot. He told her that he had a fun time talking with her and was wondering if he could take her out sometime. Tanya said she was flattered, but it probably wasn't a good idea, and turned back towards her car. I don't understand. Did I do something wrong? Elliot replied. No, just, I'm not really looking to date anyone right now. You were literally waiting for a date in there. Come on, just one drink. I have to go. Tanya continued to her car. She could feel Elliot's eyes on her as she drove away. After only a few minutes of being on the road, a car behind her began flashing their high beams. It pulled up super close to her bumper and continued flashing. Tanya assumed they wanted to pass her, so she gestured out the window. The car was now honking wildly. What the hell did they want? Tanya thought. The car finally pulled up beside her. It was Elliot. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, Tanya thought to herself. Just ignore him. Just keep your eyes straight ahead. She heard Elliot yelling at her to pull over. He can't be serious, Tanya thought.
Oh no.
In that moment, Tanya regretted not giving him her number, even as a courtesy. She didn't actually have to answer if he texted. In the corner of her eye,
Elliot?
she saw Elliot hold his arm out towards her. She turned her head to see him pointing a gun at her car. She screams and slams on the brakes, pulling over onto the shoulder. Elliot pulled over in front of her. Tanya got out of the car with her hands up as Elliot ran towards her. She fell to her knees and began to cry. What do you want from me? Get out of the car, Elliot continued to yell. I am out of the car, you maniac. Not you, him. Elliot passed Tanya and continued pointing the gun towards the back of the car. Confused, Tanya turned around. From the back seat arose a man. The man she was supposed to meet at the bar. Elliot held his gun on the man while Tanya called the police. When she told the officers what had happened, they weren't surprised.
Damn, what a plot twist. I thought Brody was just went crazy. I was finna shoot her for not giving him the number. Nah, my mom was really a hero, you know. Close the door. No. That's insane. Nah.
Apparently, LoveTap was attracting a lot of creeps. The security measures on the app were so low that it was extremely easy to gather women's personal information. As a result, there had been multiple instances of men waiting for women in their cars and even their homes. After the officers arrested the man, Tanya found a rope in her back seat. She was so grateful to have not been this man's next victim. Wow, I really dodged a bullet there, huh? Tanya said to Elliot. Thanks again for saving my life. Seriously, I wouldn't suppose you'd be interested in grabbing a drink with me now, would you? Elliot asked. They both chuckled. No, Elliot, honestly, I'm just not interested. I hope you understand. All right, well, I hope I see you around sometime soon. And after thanking him again, Tanya headed home.
Damn.
Elliot took out his phone and snapped a photo of Tanya's car and opened up LoveTap. Very, very soon.
So nigga was crazy. Nigga was crazy.
If you're looking for a better night's sleep, I recommend that you try a Purple mattress. They're firm and soft at the same time because they're made from a brand new material developed by an actual rocket scientist. They keep you supported and yet
Hey Oddings, it's your Ate Sapphire. Today's episode is a gruesome family tale. If you love
Scary. Family first. The following story is inspired by a submission from Colin. It was a cool autumn evening in 1956. John, a middle-aged father, was sitting in the living room on his favorite brand new leather chair, reading the newspaper. As he finished a section, he handed it to his 7-year-old daughter, sitting on the ground near him, who was cutting out paper dolls. The peace and quiet was interrupted by the doorbell. Who could that be at such a late hour? John wondered. He opened the door to find a handsome young man in a suit, carrying a briefcase and smiling widely. Good evening. I hate to bother you at such an odd hour, the man said, his voice warm and inviting. But my car doesn't seem to be in working order, and I was wondering if I could borrow your phone to call for assistance. John scanned the stranger up and down. And what brings you to our neighborhood? Oh, pardon my manner.
There's one thing you know as an African or ethnic person in your household. You never trust a white man in a suit. He might just be the devil. Where the Brodesky? Where the brother come?
The stranger handed him a business card that said "Family First" in big letters. "The name's Robert. I sell life insurance." As John inspected the business card, his wife Lauren appeared behind him. "Why don't you come in and out of the cold? You are more than welcome to use our phone, but you have to stay for dinner first, and I won't take no for an answer." She motioned for Robert to come inside while John stared daggers at her. Lauren offered the new leather chair for Robert to sit in while she finished up dinner. Robert commented on how nice the new leather felt. He then proceeded to explain the types of policies he sold and how they're ideal for families. "This world is full of the unexpected," Robert said. "Don't you want your family to be protected in case something happened to you?" John still wasn't comfortable with this man in their house, and before he could even respond to Robert's question, he noticed a shift in Robert's expression. Robert was looking at the newspaper headline that the young girl was cutting up. It read, "Missing insurance salesman still not found." And the rest was cut out. John looked back at Robert, whose once confident posture had devolved into trembling nervousness. "You know, I should probably get out of your hair," Robert said as he stood up to leave. "I'm gonna get going." "What about the phone?" John said bitingly. Just then, Lauren burst through the room to announce that dinner was ready. Robert continued to politely decline, but Lauren sat him down at the dinner table with the rest of the family. Realizing he didn't have much choice, Robert began to dive into the roast placed in front of him. And it was delicious, so tender and juicy, unlike anything he'd ever had. He washed it down with a swig of red wine and gave his compliments to the chef. As he put the drink back down, he saw that the girl was staring at him. Her lips were now turned upright into a mischievous smile. She covered her mouth, suppressing her giggles. Robert wondered what it was that she found so funny. Then his vision began to blur. His hearing began to fade in and out. He could faintly make out John and Lauren's hushed voices.
Oh no.
"I'm sorry I didn't consult you first, John, but you know how much I love salesmen. The young and ambitious ones are always the tastiest." "It's okay, dear. It worked out anyway. I think he was beginning to catch on to us."
In his state of increasing confusion, Robert made a realization. He realized what happened to the missing salesman in the headline, realized why that leather chair felt so new, realized what it was in his drink, and realized who he had just eaten. Robert wanted to be in the business of helping families from the unexpected. Unfortunately, he wasn't prepared for this family who would be helping themselves to him.
That was a taste.
Bro, why the plot just be so crazy? I thought he was dead. I thought it was like Mr. Salesperson. He was like sort of dead ghost or something. And he now realized, the guy whose body he's inhabiting, she's reading a newspaper in my clock. Oh, he's actually supposed to be dead. Not that they were the ones killing. Oh my. Bro, what year was this released? 6 years ago. Prime Snarl was really on a generational. I ain't even gonna lie, you can go. That's crazy. So it was my birthday, so let me pee. Chat. Chat in 2 minutes. It is Dow's birthday. It's chat. In 2 minutes, it is my birth. In 1 minute is my birthday. 8th of December. Chat. Let's wait for the countdown. Hold on. Let's do the calendar. How do I get out the calendar? Google calendar. Chat. In a couple of minutes, it is going to be 21. I think it's in like 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chad, I'm 21 now. Young nigga's 21 now. Happy birthday. Yeah, thank you. 21, Chad. Chad, let me sing myself happy birthday. Hold on. Let's get the happy birthday song, Chad. Get the happy birthday song. Happy birthday song. Happy birthday song. Happy birthday song. Happy birthday song.
Infobells!
So let's say happy birthday to me. Let's go.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to dear one.
Me.
Happy birthday to you. From good friends and true.
From good friends.
From old friends and new.
No and new.
May good luck go with you. And happiness too.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to me. All
Hip, hip.
right, come here.
Happy birthday.
I'm on stream. I'm on stream. Come into the camera. Shut. Oh, mom.
Birthday boy.
Let's come say hi.
Oh.
Say hi.
Hi.
Chat. Hold on. Let me pause this. Chat, look at my mom.
Hello.
Her son 4121.
Hi. This is my big boy here.
Come into
21.
the frame so they can see her.
Oh, okay. There.
Mhm.
Birthday boy. Ah. My birthday baby.
Mm.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Mhm.
So we're waiting. In the morning we'll do something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take you out tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
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 Happy birthday, love.
Yeah. Thank you.
Love you.
Happy birthday.
Happy 21.
Yeah, I know.
So you're 21 right?
Yeah.
Right now.
21. 21. 21. You get 21,
Happy
bro.
birthday, boy.
Yeah.
Love you.
Thank you. Well, chat, we're going to end stream for now. We'll play more streams later on. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. And I love y'all for tuning in.